Welcome to Infinite Minds Radio, where I've lost my fucking mind. And below me, or to the side of me, or I don't know where he ever is, that is Lumps.
Hey guys.
He's to bring you on a journey. A journey that I don't know what's happening.
You never do.
You know what? You know what, Matt? I have issues. I don't want to talk about it. We're not going to go there. We have things to do today. We have big things.
We do have big things.
Yes, we do have big things.
Yep.
Anyways, Matthew. I'm not a drummer, so drum rolls suck. Matthew, you have things for us. Matthew,
Yes.
are you doing the things? I can't tell if you're doing the things.
What things?
Big things. There we go! Look at that! You know what that is? Because if you don't, you probably shouldn't be here.
No, you shouldn't.
What?
God!
You should be here anyways. I'm pretty sure we're fine with everyone. We don't discriminate. I mean, if we did... Matthew, what are you doing?
What?
You're showing everyone your files.
Oh, hey.
Hide porn files. Hide the porn files! That's a child. That's a logo. For those of you who don't know what a logo is, once again, you're welcome here, but we should probably have educational courses for you. That is our new logo. We have a logo. We're official. I don't know what's so official about us. I'm officially insane, but... Matthew, tell us about this.
Well, it's our logo.
Yes, tell us about it.
Well, what more do you want?
I don't know! You say something! Say it!
Well, it's our Infinite Minds Radio logo. Now,
What is Infinite Minds Radio?
what you're watching right now.
Exactly! So please keep watching it, I hope.
So,
So,
it's been a while.
it's always a while because, I don't know, something called turnaround time doesn't seem to exist in Matt's world.
No, it doesn't, and trying to get him to actually be available to record is like trying to pull teeth out of a toddler.
I record many things. Like, if you look up Justin Ringeisen, Ibanez, I just entered a guitar contest. You should go on there and like it. Unless you're a shithole, and then you can fuck off. But these are things... Oh god, burps. We also have something that we're hoping to bring out to you soon with my band. We want you to meet the band, get to know us
Sounds
intimately.
like a horrible movie.
You know what,
Go
Matthew?
right along with Meet the Parents.
Well, I'll meet your parents. I did meet your parents. They're lovely
Already
people.
met them multiple
I don't know where he
times.
comes from. So, Matthew,
Yes.
what's new in your world? I'm making music. I'm recording things. I'm losing my mind bit by bit. Sanity waning.
You can't lose it bit by bit. You never had it to begin with.
Hey, I thought we weren't going to get into this.
Well, you're the one that is misrepresenting yourself.
You're misrepresenting me!
No, I'm just bringing the truth.
So, Matthew, enough talking shit on me. What about you? Are you going to tell us a little bit about why we waited how many months for a new episode?
Well, you see, for a while there, I'd text somebody and I'd never get a text back.
You certainly do get texts back.
Now I do.
I text you things
Now you
like... I text you things
sending me
like...
your butt. I don't want it.
I text you things like... where is
I
it?
can't even find the text.
I found it! I text you things like this.
Yep. Yep.
He wanted me to touch his crack.
I did not. You brought that up.
He is sexually harassing me. Where's HR? I'm pretty sure. Which one of us is HR, Matt?
HR is on the couch behind your,
Hey, HR!
What?
He's sexually harassing me. He told me to touch his crack.
But did you send him pictures of your poop?
No, I did not this time.
But have you?
Yeah, why do I have 250 emails of your butt?
Let's see. Xbox.
I think the fact that you mooned Matt in one of the episodes was sexual harassment on...
No, that was art! Which he censored!
HR says no sexual harassment.
Yeah, Matt.
Well,
No sexual harassment.
I mean, that was...
There goes our whole entire show. So, Justin, do you like...
Yes. I love beer.
Do you like space?
Oh no! Everything's going down!
It's the Titanic!
We're good. Everything's okay. Beer. Tell me about beer. I like beer.
Do you like space?
I like space.
Like, as in, outside of the world. Space.
Yeah,
Final frontier.
Matthew. Yes, I like space. That's. Are we gonna get into a metaphysical thing that I like that things exist in space and time?
So,
Or are we just gonna talk about drinking beer in space? Because I want to hear about beer in space. Tell me more.
now shut up.
You shut up and tell me about beer in space!
So, back in March, Budweiser released that they want to put a factory on Mars.
Okay. I'm getting on board here. Beer in space, Mars.
I just want to know what...
I think the issue is going to be importing all the materials, but tell me more, because I'm pretty sure you don't find hops on Mars.
I mean...
Well, actually,
what are the
what?
tariffs going to be coming back in for the export?
Yeah, I mean,
Plus the
let's...
cost to ship.
I feel like this is just like all a big scheme to make us spend a couple mil on a single beer.
Yep. So, yeah, that's my interesting fact for the day.
Like, here's the question. Like, are they going to make the bottles so, like, the bottles are little rockets and the rockets, like, fly down and drop to us, deliver to us? Because that would be awesome. I'd be into that.
That would be.
Couple $1,000s for my beer to come to me from space. Probably well after I order it. I'm not going to tip that waitress, I'm going to tell you that much.
Yeah, and you might be in a walker or wheelchair by then.
It's debatable. Depends on propulsion speed.
I mean, since you're already almost in a walker wheelchair.
Oh, look, it's a beer lifting off into space.
Alright. So, how do you feel about video games being made into movies or TV shows?
In space?
Not in space.
How do I feel about video games into movies in space? I like space. I like video games. I like movies.
I can tell.
I think it can work well. I think it's been done very poorly in the past because you get writers who think they're too good for the writing of the game. That's where I sit on it. I feel like that there's a lot of them that weren't terrible. I mean, a lot of people seem to disagree with me, specifically critics. Critics don't seem to like anything that I like, so they can go suck a dick. But as far as I'm concerned, it has potential. I think one of the biggest things, though, is a lot of people just don't trust in the writing of the game. And to a certain degree, it's understandable. Maybe, you don't want to watch a TV show of a game you already played. But I feel like they also stray way too far from what made the game like desirable as a movie TV show in the first place. So why do you ask here, sir?
Well, because this past week it was released that Netflix is developing and producing a TV show that is based off of the Witcher series.
I feel like that could have good potential. I trust Netflix a little bit more to do some of these because they seem to have a pretty good track record of keeping pretty faithful with some of the original material that they're drawing from.
And that comes after we just had Assassin's Creed come out as a movie, Warcraft, Angry Birds.
Yeah,
the Warcraft movie was alright.
I wanted nothing to do with that movie because I felt like that was a cash grab.
Yeah, pretty much.
If anyone liked it, I'm not.
Apparently, a lot of people liked it because it netted $433 million in the box office.
I'm not as familiar with the Warcraft lore, so I don't.
Well, get familiar.
Well, you know what? I was busy playing underrated MMORPGs while you were busy playing WoW. I don't know what you want from me there.
I want your Pikachu. Let's trade.
I don't think I have a Pikachu on Sun. I need to get one. I still haven't finished it. I need to finish it. I will, eventually. I'm still finishing Final Fantasy 15.
Dude,
I think I've been playing that game.
And we're about to get a DLC for it.
The worst part is, it's not even that I'm not playing it, it's just that I'm doing all the side quests, and the side quests, I'm like on chapter 8, and I'm level 70. Like, I'm gonna get to the end of the game, and I'm gonna be level 100. Or 99, I'm not sure what they cap it as. Huh?
Said someone's a little bit of an overachiever.
It's not even an overachiever, it's just the hunts. They just keep coming. And then I'm like, oh, like maybe there's an item over this way, and then I went and fought a whole bunch of monsters. There was nothing there.
In a dungeon?
I did all the dungeons. I did all the dungeons like way too early, and now I have to redo them because like you have to do them for side quests, and I didn't realize it. So now I'm going back in them, and I have to go into Castle Mark again. Fuck that dungeon. Anyways,
this is a screwed up list. Anyways,
screwed up.
So,
but yeah, no, I think it's worth giving it a try. I don't think we should abandon the idea of let's take other things. Although I do think we need more original intellectual properties whenever we're making new media. Like I feel like we're relying too much on things that have already been established in one media or another, and then we're just reusing it. So I mean, half of the movies that come out anymore are remakes of old movies, or they're just retelling the story in a more modern way. There's way too much of that going on where we're just rehashing for blatant cash grabs. And the thing is, though, whenever all you're doing is rehashing, then that's all that's coming out. So we just take it, and it's not something that should necessarily be accepted. Which, again, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I think it's just being done too much lately.
I think there's a whole generation that...
Oh, wait. We have
Booster seat?
Booster seat here. What? What do you want?
No, I think the whole generation kind of wants it because they're watching some of the older stuff and want to see it possibly updated with, you know, all the better technology that we have now. So that's why I think we're seeing a higher influx of, you know, live action movies based off of animated movies, but we also just have, rehashes. I think, people just want to see it maybe with better technology or in a different light.
Was that the end of it?
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
I got it.
We might need subtitles.
Yeah, we
might. It's not charged.
So
someone took my charger!
It's upstairs.
So going on with the remaking of stuff, you look over into the video game world, and we're seeing a lot of older games that are now getting digitally remastered and brought up to new console.
Final Fantasy VII.
Well, you have that. You have the Halos. You got Elder Scrolls, Skyrim. I mean, there's a
So I feel like Skyrim's a little bit too early to be like, hey, we need to remaster this with all our new technology. No.
Yeah.
It just came out like just a little bit ago.
They already did it.
Let's remaster like some of the older ones. Let's bring back Arena. Arena is one that I would like to see redone with like modern game engines. I mean, it's probably a little bit unrealistic to ask for, but it's something that I would like to see. That to me was just a way for them to carry over it to the next generation, which, don't get me wrong, is a great game. But I think some of us would maybe like an opportunity to go back and play some of the ones that we maybe never had a chance to because they were before our time. I mean, there's a lot of games that came out that are maybe a little bit older than some of us for our time to have been playing it. Or they're on systems that we maybe wouldn't have had at the time. Or maybe they're just considered adult-oriented games that now we're adults. Yeah, we're adults. That's
scary.
That's a lie. That's a lie. But anyways, though, now we have cards that tell us we're allowed to drink alcohol, smoke cigarettes, and buy porn. So maybe we should have some of those games that we missed out before those times, where we could bring those up. I mean, think about how many kids are gonna get experience Final Fantasy VII for the first time as though it was Advent Children. I don't know about you guys, but I lost my fucking mind whenever Advent Children came out to see those graphics. Whenever you have good old Polygon Cloud walking around. And that's what I came into it late in the game. Like, I think I got my, my PS2 at the time where they were getting ready, like around the time they're getting close to releasing Final Fantasy XI. So, I mean, I got all of those Final Fantasies for the PlayStation that, like, I got them all, like, right in a row. I didn't get to wait. But here's the thing. It also, well, here's a great example. Back then, I also got to get my hands on, like, the Final Fantasy, what is it, Origins, Chronology, and Anthology, I think, which, that had, like, the old Final Fantasies all in there. And, I mean, I had played our versions of 1, 2, and 3, which were 1, 4, and 6, I think. Yeah, 1, 4, and 6. So, I had my experiences with them, but there were things that were definitely missed there before. And that was awesome to get to play them. And the first time I touched them, some of those ones were enhanced through the, Anthology and Chronology versions. Now, moving forward, it's awesome that some of these kids are going to get to play Final Fantasy VII in, the way it's going to be played. Obviously, there's going to be changes, and some kids might inspire them to go all the way back. But I feel like if we're going to bring back these games, let's look deeper than just one generation ago.
Yep, and I was just scrolling through here, and it looks like they're redoing God of War.
And that's actually one I I was well aware of, and I'm very familiar with how the game's played, but I never got them myself, because, well, I was too busy playing Final Fantasy, and I would say to some degree, like, my grandmother, my mother, they weren't really super into me getting, like, those more violent games, which I think, that's a whole other debate I don't want to get into, but now that I have the time to potentially play those, I'd like to play those. That's a good game, and that's 2 system generations ago. That's long enough.
And then the probably most anticipated game, which I know you're probably excited for, is Kingdom Hearts 3.
This is another one that I really wanted to play. I actually was staring down the re-release of all of the, I think it's like, 2.8 or whatever, where it's really releasing the first one, the second one, and some, like, the side games. I actually still have to get that, because I've only played bits and pieces from borrowing it for friends. Yeah, I was broke.
You're still broke.
I'm always broke.
Well, quit eating Taco
I'm
Bell.
broke. Huh?
Quit eating Taco Bell, then you wouldn't have to pay the plumber so much.
I have to poop real bad right now. It's not ready yet. I ate way too much. And then they're like, oh, let's get ice cream. I'm like, I don't want ice cream. And they're like, you get ice cream. And I'm like, ah! And then I ate the ice cream. And now I have, oh man, it makes me sound so fat, but I had foot-long sub, and then waited a little bit, then I went and had a dozen wings, Buffalo Ranch, and I dipped French fries that Lauren got in the Buffalo Ranch sauce, which is good. And now every time I burp, it tastes like that and the Blizzard I had. I got a small Blizzard. It sounds like the Tenacious D thing where he orders all the things, and he's like, I want to get a Coke, half Diet Coke, I want you to mix them together. I'm watching my figure. Yeah, fat ass ordered all that food, and then I'm like, I'm gonna get a small Blizzard because I need to make sure I stay fit and active. Because look, I wear shirts about video games. I'm obviously athletic.
Yeah, right. So, how do you feel about VR?
I want it real bad, but I want it to be like how they showed me it in cartoons, like Johnny Quest. How it was a whole virtual world. I want to go into the video game hardcore. I want full body VR.
Yeah.
But that's not happening anytime soon. But I think it's cool. I think until it reaches like that upper point though, I'm kind of in the same world that I am with 3D. It doesn't do much for me.
Yeah, the only thing that I've seen so far that I'm really wanting to do VR for is coming out at the end of the month is Star Trek Bridge Crew. And it's VR, and you get to pick like whether you're a tactical officer or engineer or whatever. So it seems like it could be a pretty cool game to get into.
If nothing else, it's a cool concept.
Yeah. But no, I feel the same way. That's over in what is it, England, I think it is. They have, I should say, the United Kingdom. They're not really united though, but hey, we're not
going to get into those politics.
They actually have a multiple room setup where it's like a holodeck from Star Trek.
You're a holodeck.
I quit. I can't work under these conditions. I'm going to have
Listen
to
here,
file an ethical report with HR.
Well, HR left the room, so now you're stuck with me, boy.
HR's still down.
Oh, shit! Run!
Have you hit her yet?
I think we're safe. What?
Have you even hit her yet?
I think once.
You have the worst name ever.
No, I just don't want to hit women. Matthew. HR!
What?
He wants to hit women.
I don't want to hit women. You're the one aiming for her.
I did not aim for her.
Yeah, you're aiming for me. You've thrown three things at me so far.
She can't count. There's 4.
But you throw another bottle at me, dick.
It's impenetrable! You can't pierce the veil!
Don't make me throw the can. That one will actually help.
You shall not
It's
pass.
empty. You shall not pass gas in here because it's a very enclosed space and it will smell really bad.
And if you want to know what that's like, go back a few episodes and it should be in there. unless that's being saved for the blooper reel, and then, well, yeah. That'll be in a few weeks.
Well, we have like a whole episode that's blooper reel because you decided to film 2 episodes and then you're like, yeah, fuck this episode.
Well, you were very upset about it, so...
I'm very upset about a lot of things.
Yes, you
I don't get rid of them. Matthew!
Yes, you do.
No? Well, I do flush my poo.
Exactly. And you get very upset about some of those.
Matthew, if you only knew.
Oh, I do know.
You're right. We did ruin a dorm room toilet.
And 6 floors of plumbing.
Well, they're gone now, so there's no proof.
Yeah, I'm glad we weren't around for that one. By the way...
I still like to think someone just looked and they're just like, they ain't right.
If anybody's wondering what's going on, right before Justin left college, he imploded the dorms with his butt.
That plumbing was never right. It wasn't before I left college. It was whenever I moved out of the dorms after living there for 3 years. So that, my friends, is how you destroy dorm plumbing. You leave me to it for 3 years.
Yep. And Sheets right down the road.
Yeah, Sheets. Sheets is a big player in that. Sheets, jalapeno poppers. Those will do ya.
Yeah. What did I have the other night that destroyed that? Oh! We ordered from Uno's and I got their nacho platter. And I swear they put a whole bushel of jalapenos on top of it. I literally had whole jalapenos coming out.
Sometimes I get lettuce. I didn't know we had a whole segment on poop, but I'm enjoying this.
I didn't know we were doing this either, but hey. So,
Can we name the segments? Please, whenever you're editing, name the segments, and I want a pun about poo. Like, I want puns. I want all the puns. Please, if you need pun ideas, just ask me, please. I want to make puns about poo all day long.
Well, then we can do a whole episode about puns about poo.
Well, no, that ruins the whole thing. I just want, every once in a while, whenever we're talking about something, we have a pun pop up, and that's the segment. That's what we're calling that segment. And I want this one to be a pun about poo.
Okay.
I want it to be clever. If it's not clever, well, I'll probably just tirade about that episode next time. You know, in like the 8 months it takes for you to put out this episode.
It's not going to take
I'm going to put on a whole bunch of weight, and I'm going to lose a whole bunch of weight. Then we're gonna see what's going on. Everyone's gonna be confused. They're gonna be like, is that a different guy? Why is everyone so crazy that's on this show?
That's just because we're crazy.
By the way, I don't know if you guys noticed. It took me a while to notice. I had to be told.
Yeah,
But Matt no longer has pubes on his face.
I don't have pubes anymore. Wait, what?
Well, so you cleaned up all over.
Yeah, I finally got sick of it.
Did you shave the butthole?
No. You should already know that.
See, sexual harassment! He mooned me! He mooned me!
Over an hour ago.
It's on recording! It happened!
Actually, it's not
Just see it
on
stink because you're
recording.
behind the veil!
I wasn't recording at that point.
Oh, I hate you so much.
So, and now that he's dead, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Oh God, he's back! It's The Walking Dead.
Matthew.
Justin.
I didn't realize I had to talk to the lump. Now I know who controls the whole operation. It is the lump. It's the lump, for sure.
That's my whole central processing unit.
The central processing unit for Matt. Is it just a ball of peanut butter?
We just bought 2 big jars of it.
Matthew, what other things did you want to tell me before you showed me all these things? Showed me a whole different world.
I always show you a whole different world. Oh, that's the other game I'm looking forward to. I forgot
What is?
this one was up because it's on the wrong side of the screen.
Well,
Or, in case anybody doesn't know,
well, I can't see the screen, so you have to tell us!
will you shut up? I was about to explain it.
More beers to space!
So, I have a 3-screen setup, and I normally put all of my stuff over here. And this one's over here. And Justin is here. So, it's over here, and I forgot about it. Who cares? Anyways, Middle-earth, Shadow of Mordor. Oh, sorry, Shadow of War.
What?
Not
I'm confused
Shadow
now.
of Mordor, Shadow of War.
Shatter of Doors!
It's a open world concept Lord of the Rings game. It's due out this summer. Looks
That
kick-ass.
seems like intriguing.
More kick-ass than Fallout was.
Hey, I like Fallout.
So, do you know what he's actually doing in that?
He's hiding the explosion of a nuclear bomb. Well, that's testing for distance, because if you can hide it behind your thumb, then you're considered as safe distance.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not stupid, Matt.
So, in about 2 weeks, everybody will know what to do. Well, I'm screwed. I'm not covering the mushroom head.
I'm covering your thumb. I think that counts. I know where that thumb's been. That's dangerous.
Well, that's a little scary because I don't even know where it's been.
Jess.
Well, that's all I got. Do you have anything?
Do I have anything? Besides, probably a mental disorder.
Don't we all?
While I do have a poop brewing, yeah, that's largely what's going on in my world right now. Is I've had to poop a lot, like the past 2 days, and it hasn't happened yet, so I'm afraid. What? I'm just telling you the truth, sharing things.
I don't think our listeners want to know about your
Bowel movements?
movements.
Everyone wants to know about bowel movements.
No, not everyone.
Listen here, Matt.
Otherwise, we'd be hearing about it on Twitter every 5 minutes.
We could make pooper.
You know who I'm talking about, right?
Well, I don't really pay attention to that thing.
The one man that controls our country.
I know I don't want to pay attention to him because I don't like him. I don't think he knows what he's
I
doing.
don't think anybody likes him. I think that's part of the problem. But
I don't think his
anyway,
wife likes him. I don't think his own wife likes him, to be honest with you. Shh, what?
shut up.
You're gonna come and get me?
Yes, and me.
HR! He's threatening
I'm
me!
closer, so I'm screwed first.
Good on you. You got some first.
You get sloppy seconds.
Oh. I don't want Cheetos sloppy seconds.
Alright, everybody. Since we really are just rambling on and don't have much productive to say at this point, if you liked this episode, hit the like button down below. If you didn't like it, send Justin an email.
Also, don't forget to send Matt anything and everything, all the pictures of all the weird things you like to do, because he's looking for a new fetish.
And where can they send that, Justin?
Oh, I hate you so much. Infinite Minds Radio at gmail.com!
He got it right!
Yeah! Also, there will be a link. I don't know if this video will be relevant at the time, but you should check out my entry into the Ibanez 2017 Flying Fingers contest. And, like it. Or if you don't like it, then just fuck off, please. And I don't know. Matthew, do you have anything else intriguing to say besides, your search for new fetishes?
You and your damn fetish crap.
Also, actually, I do have something. If you guys like these shorter videos, we're looking to come up with some structure here and do a few new things. Tell us what you have ideas for segments, what you would like to see us do. Would you like to see Matt in a dress? I wouldn't. But if you want that, let's do that. Give us some ideas, let us know, give us some feedback. We like it. Even if I don't like it, Matt has to look at it anyways.
And remember, you can hit us up on Twitter at Minds Radio. We have a Facebook page. I'll put the link down below. And
you can also message Matt directly.
Yeah,
Tell him he's lumpy.
And we're also on Patreon, so if you're liking what we are doing and would like to help us keep going, there'll be a link down below for you to head over and do just that. I think that's it, so everybody have a good night. See ya.
What about you, Booster Seat?
What?
Yeah, she doesn't matter. Bye, guys!